Ready to tip things off here at William Carey as we're underway. Glad you're with us here on Super Talk Mississippi 97.3 FM as we're on the radio dial here for you. Glad you're with us. Had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're in time just for the opening tip-off of the William Carey Mobile basketball game. First possession as the William Carey Crusader men try to stay perfect in SSAC play as the Mobile Rams have the basketball. Mobile comes in with a record of 2-2 on the season in SSAC play. They have to take a 30-foot jumper as the Crusader defense was spectacular on that first possession. They forced the long-range shot, doesn't hit anything, and just as the shot clock expires, Lido Holloway pulls down the miss, so they don't call the shot clock possession, they let it go. Three-pointer on the way from Lido won't go as well as the Crusaders miss their first possession, so both teams come up empty on the long-range shots, and Mobile has the basketball. William Carey has found its way back into the top 25 with a nice stretch of wins, 5 out of 6 to be exact in December, and the Crusaders get the miss on the defensive end. Ryan McCraney has a great look at it from the corner but can't drop it as both teams start out a little cold from the field here just over a minute in. Three-pointer on the way at the other end, no good. Boy, air balls abound. That's 3 shots that have been air balls out of the 5 that have been sent up to the basket by both of these teams. So both teams starting out maybe a little bit too much adrenaline as the Mobile looking for the upset win over William Carey. There's Lido Holloway, though, getting a bucket as he splits a couple of Ram defenders and gets it off the glass and in. And the home crowd likes that as the Crusader men are up 2-0. Congratulations to the women's team, the Lady Crusaders, with a huge win over Mobile as they win it at the buzzer, 63-60 as they fight it down. Went all the way down to a half a second left to go as they're able to hold off the Rams. Speaking of the Rams, on the offensive end, Mobile on the board. They, too, getting a lay-in. It's 2-2, but quickly to the other end of the front court, Adrian Williams, who sat out Monday's game with the flu. He doesn't have it tonight as he knocks down the three-pointer from the right wing. Good start for the senior guard for William Carey as they now lead at 5-2 in the early going. Still 17:45 to go. First half, nice spin move to the bucket right there by Nikola Rajokovic as he is from the Zvornik, Bosnia. That's a city that I have not been to, I can definitely tell you. As he knocks it, gets fouled on his way to the bucket. He'll shoot 2 free throws coming up. A lot of international flavor on this Mobile basketball team. They've got one player from Athens, Greece, the player from Bosnia I just spoke of, and a lot of players from way away from Alabama. You wonder how somebody from the Bronx, New York finds their way on the campus of Mobile, and also from Dallas, Texas, up in New Jersey, so they come from everywhere to play basketball for the Rams. First free throw off the mark for Nicola, and the second one, it goes in. So 1 for 2, 5-3 the score, 17:40 left to go. First half, again, just underway. Glad you're with us here on the 97.3 FM radio dial of Super Talk Mississippi. Adrian Williams has it out front, gives it to Lido Holloway. Holloway got a lay-in just a moment ago for the first bucket of the ball game. Nearly has it stolen, but somehow keeps the basketball dribbling, gives it to Ryan McCraney. His second attempt. Hey, if at first you don't succeed from the coffin corner, try it again, and the second one goes down. So Ryan McCraney's taking a couple of threes from almost the exact same spot. Nice defense on the other end by Ryan McCraney as well. So on the offensive end, nailing the three. On the defensive end, getting his hand in there and knocking that ball up and off of a Mobile Ram and out of bounds. And the Crusaders have the basketball again with a 5-point lead here. Just 3 minutes into the basketball game, but a nice start for William Carey. Dalen Dotson has it, gives it over. Sheppard faked the three. He's going to drive hard to the glass, and that'll get the crowd on its feet. A massive dunk by Branden Sheppard, and the Crusaders have the home crowd in it. Early on, it's 10-3. Driving to the lane, off the glass and in. A really nice drive. Will Stanford, boy, he's been a tough guard for William Carey for a couple of years now. The junior gets that to go, and he gets the steal from Lito Holloway. Here comes Stanford. He'll lay, and Lito Holloway stole it from Lito. Lito gets the big block of Stanford at the other end. Branden Sheppard off a spectacular pass from Ryan McCraney. Gets the lay-in to go. Boy, how did Ryan McCraney from about half court drop that right in the breadbasket of the streaking Branden Sheppard, who lays it up and in. 12-5 the score. Knocked away by Dalen Dotson into the backcourt, but they can't reel it in. Here comes Mobile now with a potential break opportunity until Adrian Williams steps in front. Now it's a 3-on-1 off to the steal. And a little bit too fancy. He kicks it in the corner to Lito. He misses the shot. It was a good job by Lito just to keep that from heading into the cheerleaders over there. But in the end, it's a miss for William Carey. Probably Coach Knight wanted a better shot than that, as he had a 3-on-1 break on that steal by Adrian Williams. Into the lane, challenging Branden Sheppard. He forces a pass away. Shot on the way, no good. Batted around. Dalen Dotson had it for a moment. Now on the floor, Mobile diving for it, and the referees confer, and so the Crusaders have the basketball and the lead here in the early going, 12-5, as they are off to a fast and furious start. Lito has it. He's going to take the three-pointer. Got a good look at it, but it's off the mark short. Ryan McCraney tried to sneak in there for the rebound, but could not do it. And the Rams have the basketball. They'll take a quick three. Probably a little too quick. That was a line drive that had no chance. Long pass up the floor. Ill-advised from Ryan McCraney, but Mobile actually touched it last, as Adrian Williams really had no chance to get that. But Mobile, obviously not knowing where Adrian Williams was, went up to defend the pass, and they actually knocked it out of bounds, and that helped William Carey retain the possession. Substitutions, first ones of the game for the Crusaders. Brandon Cranford checking in, along with Rodney Mallett, and also Cam Douglas. So 3 new Crusaders in, along with the 2 vets for William Carey, Adrian Williams and Branden Sheppard on the floor. Rodney Mallett wastes no time. He'll take a 3 right off the bench, but it's short off the right wing. And now both teams, after this fast start, have gotten a little bit cold from the field, and the score has stayed at 12-5 for about 90 seconds now. There's a pass that was off the mark and out of bounds. A little bit of a unforced error there by Mobile on the offensive end, and that'll benefit William Carey. So the Crusaders taking it bounds. Boy, and they almost threw it away. But Cam Douglas saved the day before it got to the front row of the bleachers over there. Good drive to the bucket by Rodney Mallett, but even better defense there by Mobile, as Darius Curry able to strip it away and out of bounds, but it'll stay William Carey basketball. So McDavid checks in. Boy, what a season he's been having. He's about as efficient of a basketball player as you can find, as he checks in for Adrian Williams. Branden Sheppard. Boy, that's a good sign when Branden Sheppard knocks down the long-range jumper. He hits that from 17 feet out, and the Crusaders now out to their biggest lead of the ball game so far, 14-5 with just under 14 left to go first half. Dribble drive, no good. Good defense by Cam Douglas, but he passes this one up, tapped away off of a Mobile defender and out of bounds. Right in front of the pep band section. Inbound to Mallett. Mallett going to take a mid-range jumper and nail it. Rodney Mallett from 17 feet out knocks it down, and the Crusaders are now up double digits. 16-5 now the score. Crusaders just stacking on to this lead here in the first half. Three-pointer on the way to stem the tide. No good by Mobile, and the rebound goes to McDavid. Quickly up the floor comes McDavid as he forces the action. Kicks for Mallett. A wide open look at a 3, but he missed it off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound skied for by William Carey, but tapped by Cam Douglas. Tapped it but couldn't get it, and Mobile has the basketball. Inside, boy, those were some steps that were missed, but back out. Potential three-point attempt, but no, says DJ Hill. I'll pass it off. Got Mallett off his feet, inside, going to lead. Oh, and a block by Sheppard, but some body as well on Darius Curry, and he'll go to the line to shoot the game's first free throws. So free throws coming from Mobile, and they need something because they have watched as William Carey has scored the last 8 points in this basketball game. It was 8-5. Now it's 16-5. Free throw on the way and good. So that puts a little bit of a speed bump into this run that William Carey has been on over the last 3 or 4 game minutes. 12:42 left to go here from the Clinton Gymnasium in the first half. Free throw on the way, and that one is good. So 16-7 now the score. A couple of free throws. Only 2 field goals made so far by Mobile. And both of them, if I'm not mistaken, have been layups. Drives to the bucket. So Mallett has it, driving and kicking. Right wing to McDavid for 3, and there he is again. Vontae McDavid, when he shoots, he scores. A long-range 3 goes down, and the lead is a dozen for William Carey. 19-7 the score. Driving to the bucket. Lay in a little short, but Marquez McGee couldn't secure the rebound. And Mobile gets a second chance, and they end up getting to go to the line and shoot 2. It's Darius Curry once again. The drive to the bucket, the lay-in attempt by Darvis Jones was short. And 2 Crusaders had it tap off of both of their hands, and Mobile was able to get the bucket. First free throw up and in. Second free throw as Mobile tries to go a perfect 4 for 4 from the line, and shooters bounce right there as the ball initially hit off the back of the rim, goes down. It's 19-9. So here we go. Cam Douglas has it. He's going to drive it into the lane. Got a really good look at it as he pulled up from about 7 feet out, but a little bit too strong on the short-range jumper, and now Mobile has a chance to get it back to a single-digit game here in the early going, as the Crusaders have really dominated here in the first 8 minutes of the game. On the way to the glass, and that looks like it is an offensive foul. Guess who? Marquez McGee. Boy, Slim knows how to draw a charge, and he's done it once again, and we have hit our first.
All right, you're back.
Back at the Clinton Gymnasium, and first stats have been handed to us, and Mobile's down 10, but it could be worse. William Carey, 8 of 15 from the floor, 53.3%. Mobile is 2 for 11 for 18%, and just like that, William Carey, just 5 seconds after having the basketball when play resumes, gets a Branden Cranford 3, and it is a little worse now for Mobile. 22-9 now the score. Great start for the Crusaders here, and we get a foul on the inside. Is a lot of banging going on for positioning here. Mobile likes to get the ball down to its big men. That's their 2 leading scorers. Most teams, though, allow that interior pass and then play defense. William Carey is doing everything they can to deny that inbounds pass, and that's where it was right there as Marquez McGee was called for the foul trying to deny the interior pass. 18-foot jumper by Mobile after the inbound, no good. Here comes William Carey again up the floor. Vontae McDavid drives it into the lane, kicks to Mallett in the far side corner. But he passes up the shot. Now gives it back out to McDavid by the logo. Three-pointer in the corner. Branden Cranford again. He's touched the ball twice on the offensive end the last 2 possessions and fired it immediately, and both of them have gone down, and William Carey is up by 16. Now we are not even halfway through the first half. They're up 25-9. The shots are flowing at the Clinton Gymnasium. Mobile gets its first field goal on a 17-foot jumper. That's the first shot they've made from the field in 7 game minutes from the 17:09 mark. That was the last time they made one from the field on a lay-in. It's 25-11. We're now down around 10 minutes to go first half. McDavid, who hit a 3 on his only attempt from outside, gives it up. Now it's Cranford again. Cranford going to drive. Cranford going to go to the glass. No good on the drive. It's McGee with the rebound, fighting for the offensive board, able to finally, after he had it for a second, then he had to kind of control it after he lost it on the way up, but this time on the second attempt he gets fouled and he'll shoot 2 free throws. 9:50 to go first half. Crusaders up 25-11 Again, off to a flying start here in this conference matchup with Mobile. First free throw off the back of the rim, though, no good. Substitutions for William Carey. It's Lito Holloway, Adrian Williams, and Dalen Dotson. Had a lot of traffic in front of me there with people going in and out to see who the third Crusader was. And actually, it looks like Sheppard's going to check in for McGee if he makes this free throw, and he does. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line. Slim will check out. Shep will check in. 26-11 the score. And the Crusaders tied with Stillman atop the conference standings at 4-0 mark. So the only two teams in the 12-team conference that made it through the first 4 games unscathed. Down on the baseline, tried to get it down. Pass went by the first Mobile Ram into the second Mobile Ram. A little bit of a fortunate break for Mobile right there as Will Stanford ended up with the pass that wasn't even intended for him, and he hits the 14-foot jumper. It's 26-13. The Crusaders doubling up the Rams. Oh, what a drive by Brandon Cranford. It's Brandon on Brandon crime. Cranford to Sheppard, and Sheppard slams it home. Beautiful assist by Brandon Cranford and a beautiful dunk by Sheppard, and here comes another one. Lito Holloway with the steal. Oh, boy, and that should be an intentional foul. I don't know if they're going to call it or not. Lito Holloway went up for the dunk, and he was fouled hard, and we'll see if the referees call it an intentional. Really, I mean, it was a last-ditch effort at he almost got there where you could call it he was going for the basketball, but because of how violent the hit was, as unfortunately Lito misses the first one, I think you had to give that a flagrant foul. I don't think that was, he was purely going for damage to Lito. Oh, Lito misses them both. One of the best free throw shooters for William Carey missed both free throws, but William Carey will get a second chance at points on this possession. So unfortunately for William Carey, that flagrant foul goes by the boards, at least on the free throw line, but now we'll see if they can turn the extra possession into some points. Adrian Williams drives, shoots, and scores. What a nice dribble drive by Adrian Williams as he was just too quick and stuff. 8:43 left to go first half. The Crusaders right now comfortably out in front. Their largest lead of the game, 17 points as they lead it 30-13. They are playing lights out both offensively and defensively, to be quite frank. Great start to this basketball game for William Carey. Coming off the big win over nationally ranked Dillard on Monday, trying to turn that into some more wins, and there's a nice block. Lito Holloway out on the 16-foot jumper, gets a hand on it. It ends up in the hands of Branden Sheppard, and the Crusaders have it in the front court. William Carey continuing the intensity on both sides of the basketball. Adrian Williams slows things up a little bit as he has it. He'll dribble it out front, kick it right wing to Dalen Dotson. Dotson will drive it, then right back out front to Adrian Williams. Gives it to Sheppard. Sheppard going to have to take a turnaround jumper that rolled around 360 and came out as the shot clock was winding down. To the other end, up, no good. Rebound is fought for, and Mobile has it, and a foul call. Ratchkovic, I believe, is going to go to the line to shoot more free throws. Initially, it was Will Stanford who got into the lane and had a really good look at it. Got it on the glass, but just wouldn't go down. But Mobile checked that. The officials conferred, and they actually called that on the floor. So Lito Holloway is called for the foul. But the good news for the Crusaders is it wasn't a shooting foul, according to the officials. So no free throws for Ratchkovic. Adrian Williams defending. Well, he's just a tenacious defender, cutting off the ball handler, and it turns into a turnover. Boy, Adrian Williams is so difficult to dribble against. It gets up the floor to Cranford. What a game he's having. He's got 8 points already, and the Crusaders just continue to add to this lead as we approach the 7-minute mark left to go first half. William Carey dominating in the early going, 32-13 the score. Fake the three. Now take the three against Cranford, and it's good. Boy, in the face of Brandon Cranford, a big three-pointer by Tim Collins to at least stem the William Carey avalanche for the moment. They are doubling up Mobile, though, even with the three-pointer, 32-16. Dalen Dotson with some nifty dribbling, but couldn't finish at the rim, and the rebound goes to Mobile. Quickly to the other end. Oh, a little bit of an elbow push of Lito Holloway, but no call. Tim Collins has 5 consecutive points, and the Crusader lead has been cut down to 14 points. Still pretty big, but from 19 to 14 thanks to the 5 from Collins. Oh, and a bad drive by Lito as he got caught up in the air. He turns it over. Now another chance. Three-pointer on the way. That one's off the mark, though, as Tim Collins tried to do it all by himself there and make another basket on 3 consecutive possessions. Cranford, though, the answer at the other end. Off the mark, no good. Tap by Holloway goes to Mobile. Here comes Collins up the floor once again. He's thinking about shooting it, but he'll give it back out front, and they'll start the offense once again as Darvin Jones thinks about it. Now they'll whip it over near side to Stanford. Stanford is cut off, and Sheppard steps right in front of his pass that's intended for Wright, and the Crusaders have the basketball. Good defense, good anticipation of that pass by Branden Sheppard, creating the turnover. 5.5 to go first half. Our next stoppage of play, we'll have our second and final media timeout here in the first half. So Adrian Williams, they left him alone, took the 3, but that's off the mark, no good. So the Crusaders have cooled off a little bit on offense now, and Mobile has a chance to climb a little closer, trailed by as many as 19 just a couple of minutes ago, and now a chance to get it back possibly to 12 or so. They're down 14, a bucket. There's a three-pointer. That'd make it 11. Off the mark, no good, as Tim Collins can't get it to go, and the rebound goes to Branden Sheppard. Dotson brings it up the floor, but he's 1 on 5, so he has to stop. That's not good odds. Adrian Williams back forward and then has a shot blocked and out of bounds. And the ball will stay in the possession of William Carey, but they'll get a timeout on the floor with the second media timeout there.
And you're back.
Crusaders taking the ball out from underneath, up 14. Underneath their own basket, inbound to the right-left elbow to Mallett. Mallett kicks it right wing to the baseline to Douglas. Douglas gets fouled on the dribble drive. No shot attempt there. Only the 4th team foul against Mobile. Both of these teams have played some pretty clean basketball, to be quite frank. 4:44 left. I don't know if either team's going to make it to the bonus, but that's the 4th team foul against Mobile. The foul was called against Reykjavik. Out front to Mallett, and the ball is stolen. Good steal by Mobile. A chance to get a little closer. Good defense by Mallett, though, on the transition defense. What a nice job by Rodney Mallett, forcing the miss from DJ Hill, and the Crusaders have a chance to get a bucket on the board, but Cam Douglas' shot off the mark, no good, and here comes DJ Hill up the floor once again. In the near side corner to Maurice Anderson. Down all the way from one side to the other. Shot no good. Rebound Tim Collins. Shot no good. And his putback attempt goes out of bounds. And the Crusaders knocked it last out of bounds off the red William Carey padding underneath the basket. And Mobile will continue the possession. So I believe they've already had 3 shots on this possession. Looking for number 4 right here as they take it in bounds. DJ Hill has it way out by the center court circle. Nearly lost it out of bounds, but Maurice Anderson brings it back in. Baseline jumper on the way, no good. Cam Douglas couldn't get the rebound, and so Darius Curry missed the shot and was able to go to the floor and get the loose ball, and this possession will continue, but it'll continue in just a moment as Mobile called a 30-second timeout. Curry on the William Carey on Saturday. We'll have both the women's and the men's game for you on the internet platform on supertalkhattiesburg.com. Oh, there was a travel and no call. A bad miss by the referees turns into a shot attempt by Mobile. A miss, but the putback was foul against William Carey. So Devontae Sipling will go to the line. And I tell you what, I don't know how in the world the referees, Maurice Anderson, took 3 steps right in front of everybody, and nobody called it. So 2 free throws resulting from that missed call. But you know what? The real culprit is offensive rebounds. Remember, before that, Mobile had 4 shot attempts before the timeout. Got 2 more right there. So 6 shot attempts on that possession by Mobile. And it ends up being 2 free throws being made by the Rams. And they are on a little run here. They've scored the last 7 consecutive points in this game. It was 32-13. It's now 32-20, and they're going to go full court pressure here to see if they can maybe force the Crusaders into a turnover. Cam Douglas has it on the inbounds, gives it back to Mallett, and as soon as the Crusaders get it inbounds, Mobile backs off of that pressure. Inside of 4 minutes to go first half, Crusaders looking for a little bucket to stop this mini run that Mobile is on, although William Carey still leads by a dozen, 32-20. Of course, the Rams would like a stop right here. Mallett going to take a 15-foot mid-range jumper. No good. Another stop by Mobile, and here come the Rams. A chance to get this back to a single-digit game with a long-range shot right here. On the far side coffin corner, giving it up is Anderson. He'll get it right back, though, on the left wing. He's going to drive. He's going to shoot, and Slim blocks his shot. Good defense there by Marquez McGee. On comes the Crusaders. Cam Douglas going to duck his shoulder, and really may have got bailed out with a foul right there, because I tell you what, it looked like he kind of lost his balance right there, and it would have been a travel. But the foul ends up being called on Maurice Anderson, and maybe that's why he lost his balance. Might have got pushed, and that's the 5th team foul against Mobile. Crusaders will inbound with 3 minutes left to go first half. McDavid taking one shot and made it from outside. That's about how Vontae McDavid rolls. When he shoots, it's probably going in. McCraney going to fake. He gets cut off, and now back out with 5. Mallett's going to take a long-range 3, and it won't go. Tap back by Marquez McGee won't go, and the Crusader drought continues. Here comes Mobile up the floor, and a foul by McCraney as he ducks his shoulder into the driving DJ Hill, and that will send the starting lineup essentially back in the ball game. The only difference is Brandon Cranford is in for Ryan McCraney. First free throw on the way, and good. He will get the bonus. And give Mobile a lot of credit. On the road against the nationally ranked Crusaders, they were a few possessions away from being blown out of the building about 5 game minutes ago. Second free throw on the way, and good. And they have nearly cut the Crusader lead in half. A 19-point lead has been shaved to 10 on a 9-0 run by the Rams. So Dotson will bring it in from underneath. Williams falls to the floor, but gets back up to receive the pass. And Adrian Williams will bring it up the floor. So Williams will whip it to the right side by Dotson over there. Now come to the near side to Cranford. Cranford between the legs, goes down to the baseline, near side to Shep. Shep kicks it back out to Cranford. A fall-away 3, off the mark, no good. The Rams have a chance to cut it to single digits now and continue this 9-0 run. Up the floor comes Mobile. Left wing now, DJ Hill has it. He just hit the 2 free throws that got him to within 10, guarded by Dotson. Skip pass over to Stanford. Stanford back out front. A really good look at a 3-pointer on the way, but no good. 2 Rams are there to get the rebound, but they can't get it. 2 Rams had a chance at the offensive board, but it ends up in the hands of Adrian Williams, and the Crusaders have it in the front court. Cranford gives it to the elbow to Shep. Shep kicks it back out to Lido to start the offense again with 15 on the shot clock. Oh, and a terrible pass by Lido Holloway. I don't know what he was thinking there. There's nobody that could have got that. It was 8 to 10 feet in the air off the wall, and it's a turnover by William Carey. So a very sluggish end to this first half. It still has 1:35 left. We'll see if Mobile can climb a little closer. Out front, Sipling, who's been held scoreless in the first half. He gives it up. Cranford with some defense. Good defense right there as the spinning Rekovic shot off the mark, no good. Give Cranford a lot of credit on defending a very good move to the basket. Lido, left wing, gonna shoot. He gets fouled. We'll see if is it 2 shots? They do give him 2 shots. Kind of got bumped on his way up and just wanted to make sure they didn't call it on the floor, because if so, that would not have been free throws, as William Carey's still not in the bonus yet, but a chance finally to put some points on the board. It has been a long time between points for William Carey. Free throw on the way and good. So that breaks about a 6.5-minute game drought of scoring for William Carey, and it breaks a 9-0 run by the Mobile Rams over that time. Second free throw is on the way and good. So Lido, after missing a couple of free throws earlier in the game after he got fouled on a flagrant one, makes those two, and the lead's back out to a dozen for William Carey. The drive to the bucket. Ooh, that was a tough foul call against Branden Cranford. Darius Curry faked a shot from about 16 feet off the left wing and looked like he kind of lost control of the basketball, and as he went to go get it back, he collided with Cranford, and Cranford got called for the foul. But the good news is he misses the front end of the 1-and-1, so no bonus coming. On to Cranford. Cranford going to get into the lane. Good drive to the bucket, but could not finish. Boy, he was there. He should have finished, but he just didn't get it to go. And Mobile now has the basketball in the front court, but knocked away by the Crusaders and out of bounds off of a ram. It looked like it was last touched by Maurice Anderson, and the Crusaders will get it back. 43 seconds remaining in the first half. So with the 30-second shot clock, obviously a 13-second differential there, so the Crusaders can't run it all the way out here. Should be a couple of more possessions at the very least in this basketball game here in the first half. 34-22 the score. William Carey leads it by 12, but would like to extend that after leading by as many as 19 before a Mobile run. Fadeaway jumper by Holloway, no good, and the rebound goes to Mobile. So the Rams have a chance at the final points, but they're going to go ahead and take it all the way to the rack, and laying it up and in is DJ Hill. So William Carey now only up 10 with 10 seconds left. Dalen Dotson kicks it to Cranford. Cranford fakes, 7 seconds. Dotson going to drive. Dotson going to get past everyone and lay it up and in. 2 seconds left. There'll be a heave at the buzzer. There it goes, and it is no good. Ooh, it was closer than you might have imagined. From three-quarter court, it actually trying to stay undefeated in conference play, and we are underway here in the second half, and we get a hold everything. We get a timeout. Oh, they're going to have to reset the clock as the game clock started, but the shot clock did not. So now we're ready to go. They go ahead and let the 5 seconds that run off stay off. They just set the shot clock to 25 seconds, and we are underway. So McCraney has it left wing, gives it up to Adrian Williams as the starting five back on the floor for William Carey. Dalen Dotson gives it over to Sheppard. Sheppard one bucket away from getting into double digits, and his turnaround jumper won't go. And the first shot missed by William Carey in the second half. And the first possession now for Mobile on a one-and-done possession for the Crusaders. Oh, and a terrible pass. Tried to tried to switch it all the way from the near side to the far side on a skip pass. And again, that pass was not only nowhere near, but about 3 feet higher than anybody who was in the building. And so it goes out of bounds over the cheerleader's head and everything, so a turnover for Mobile. So the Crusaders have it in the front court. Dotson gives it back to Adrian Williams. To the left elbow, Branden Sheppard gets into the lane. One-handed jumper won't go. He's missed his first 2 shots of the second half, and the rebound goes to Mobile. So Mobile back up the floor. They're looking for their first shot attempt so far in the second half as they've turned it over on their first possession. Here comes Hill, kicks it over, right wing. There's a good look for 3, and it goes down. Three-pointer rattled around, but it ended up falling for DJ Hill, and we're back to a single-digit ball game, and a pass from Dalen Dotson goes right by my position. I felt the wind of that go right by me here, but since that point, Mobile has outscored William Carey 14-4 and a chance to continue what has been an extended run. Good pick set out front. Gives Stanford a good look at it off the back of the rim. No good. On the 16-foot jumper and over the back of Lito Holloway was Sipling, and Sipling is called for the foul. So the Crusaders will take it out from underneath, and Mobile has set up in that full court pressure again. But once the Crusaders get it in bounds, Mobile doesn't stick with the pressure. So they try for that initial steal on the inbound, but once the Crusaders get it in and have it secured, everybody kind of backs away. Man-to-man defense being played by Mobile, giving the Crusaders some trouble. Back out front to Dotson from Adrian Williams, right wing to Lito. Lito fakes. Now he'll step inside the three-point arc. Mid-range jumper won't go. Lito's off night continues. Dalen Dotson, though, able to get the basketball after Ryan McCraney saved it. Ryan McCraney gets it back, a three-pointer way short, but Branden Sheppard there for the follow. There's one way to get some points on the board. Branden Sheppard, the big flush. He's got double digits with 10. That's the first bucket of the basketball game in the second half for William Carey, and the Crusaders force a turnover off an errant pass from Mobile. So the Rams had gotten it back down to 9, but William Carey has it the lead up to 11 at 38-27, and they have the basketball with a chance to add to that. Ball tapped out of bounds, but it was off of Will Stanford's hands, and the Crusaders will retain possession. They'll take it out from right in front of their bench. Again, Lido will do the honors, fake that throw way back, and boy, I tell you what, DJ Hill nearly coaxed Lido into throwing that pass, and he would have intercepted it, but Lido held on to it and then gets it inbounds. Now Holloway, forces his way in to take that shot. It's nowhere near, and a foul on the rebound attempt by Branden Sheppard. So again, Lido Holloway, his rough night continues. That's the second foul against Branden Sheppard. Got to watch those. Sheppard's foul total is a big deal. And there's a drive to the basket, maybe trying to guard against 2 quick fouls. Sheppard backed off of that drive, and it's up and in. Mobile back to within 9. It's 38-29 as they keep hanging around here in this basketball game. Dotson weaves his way around, gives it to Adrian Williams. 14-foot jumper is good. He's also knocked to the floor, and he is called. There's a couple of players around Adrian Williams, but once they put that up on the board, I'll let you know. Adrian Williams' free throw is good. So the foul, boy, that's on Maurice Anderson. That's a big change. That's his 3rd foul. So he's got 3 fouls now, one of the starters for Mobile after that foul was switched off of DJ Hill. And the 3-point play gives the Crusaders back to where they were at the half, a 12-point lead. Mobile tried to dump it down underneath, but the Crusaders were there to knock it away. Out of bounds, though, against the Crusaders, and here comes Mobile to take it out from underneath. Inbound, left wing, now back out front, driving, and the shot was blocked, and Maurice Anderson's shot, that has to be against Sheppard. Yes, it was. Excuse me, it has to be against McCraney, because Sheppard, it's getting my players mixed up there, but Branden Sheppard's block was a beauty, but they say that McCraney made some contact with Maurice Anderson down low. So 2 free throws coming for Mobile. First one is up and good. So 41-30 now the score. 16:33 left. Crusaders up 11, and it'll stay that way. Second free throw from Anderson was off the mark. Crusaders have the rebound, and they have it in the front court. Sheppard has it way away from the basket. Don't want him to have it out there. He gives it up to Dotson, and Dotson will back it up. 15 on the shot clock. Adrian Williams gives it to Sheppard, who gives it right back to Adrian. Williams goes to the spot he just hit the jumper from. Now kicks it for a baseline jumper, no good. McCraney tried to keep it alive, but his tap was actually right to a ram in Maurice Anderson. Anderson splits a couple of defenders, thought that he got a foul call, and Mobile begging for the foul call from the bench as well, but they aren't going to get it. It is out of bounds off of Crusader, though, so they at least have the possession still. Anderson has it out front, gives it up to Hill. Hill's going to have to give it up over to Stanford. Stanford back out front to Anderson for 3. Maurice Anderson knocks it down, and Mobile is back to within 8. William Carey cannot shake the Rams. Multiple occasions it seems like William Carey's about to put this thing away, and the Rams just keep on fighting into the lane, and an offensive foul against Dalen Dotson, and here we go. The Rams fighting on the road here against nationally ranked William Carey. The dribble between the legs on the floor. Now everyone goes to the floor. Dalen Dotson, before the ball can be tied up, gets it back. But now Mobile, back-to-back steals. One by the Crusaders, one by by the Rams, leads to a transition basket. Will Stanford gets it to go, and it's a 6-point ball game. 15:05 left. The William Carey lead shrinking by the possession. Cranford, who just checked in, has it, gets it back out front to Cam Douglas, who also just checked in. Dalen Dotson out front. Crusaders need a bucket. Dribble, kick, Douglas for three. No good, and the drought continues for William Carey, especially from outside. Boy, the perimeter shooting for William Carey, the bucket just seems to have a lid on it. Dalen Dotson tried to steal the basketball from DJ Hill, but he goes in and commits the foul, and Mobile has the basketball with a chance to cut this to a one-possession lead. What once was 19 is down to 5. What a run Mobile has been on since the 7.5-minute mark of the first half. We're at 14.5 left to go in the game now, and the run basically continues. On the baseline, guarded by Cam Douglas, kicking it right wing to Stanford. Stanford's going to drive against Cranford. Good defense to cut him off. 10 on the shot clock. Maurice Anderson, who hit a big three a moment ago, has it, dribbling against McDavid. He goes to the basket. Nice defense by McDavid. He gets the block. Tried to lead to a transition basket, but stepping in front of Stanford. He has the basketball at half court, calls a timeout as he gets to the floor, and Mobile will have some momentum as we take a 30-second timeout. The Rams have got this thing down to 5. Their bench is up and yelling. The women of back at the Clinton Gymnasium, boy, crowd nervously chattering during the break as the game. Plenty of time left in this one. 14:03 left. Mobile has still down 6, but 41-35 the score, and three-pointer on the way, off the mark, no good, just a little short, and the rebound, a foul called against Mobile's Sipling, as Sheppard was in good position right there. Again, I go all the way back to the 7.5-minute mark of the first half. The Crusaders led 32-13. Since then, let's do the math, 14.5 minutes later, the Crusaders have only scored 9 points, 9 since that moment. And Mobile has gotten it back down to 6 at 41-35. Cam Douglas has it. On the front court, here's McDavid for three. Off the mark, no good. And Douglas is there to get the rebound to keep the possession alive for William Carey. Crusaders just cannot buy a bucket from anywhere outside of about 2 to 3 feet, basically. Anything from the perimeter is not going. Big bucket there, though. Branden Sheppard taking control as he takes a turnaround jumper from 8 feet and knocks it down. And the Crusaders, he's got the only two of the 3 field goals for the Crusaders in the second half. He's got a dozen, and the Crusaders have kind of etched back out in front by 8, and a dribble drive down the baseline, and DJ Hill just trips and falls on that baseline, and that's a turnover. And now all of a sudden the Crusaders have a chance to get this thing back out to double digits. I tell you what, that would be some sort of a feat for William Carey if they can get a bucket here. As poorly as they have shot the basketball over the last 15 game minutes, to still hold a double-digit lead would be something. They're up 8 as it is. 43-35 the score, a little less than 13 left to go. McDavid has it, gives it right wing over to Mallett. Mallett gets the ball to the baseline to Sheppard, and they call a foul before Sheppard can make Anderson for Mobile. Brandon Cranford waiting to send the ball in bounds here underneath the Crusader basket. He'll kick it way out front. Mallett had to climb the ladder to get it, but he does. Right wing, cut off is Mallett. Give and go to Sheppard, back to Mallett, and a running one-hander does a 360 and spins out. Oh, a bad break for William Carey right there. Did everything but go in for Rodney Mallett. Now a chance to cut into that lead again, and a little teardrop floater from the baseline goes down for DJ Hill. 43-37. Mobile back to within 6, a 2-possession ball game. Still over 12 minutes left to go in this basketball game. William Carey, after that 32-13 launching pad that they started this game, never thought that they would be in this big of a dogfight, and Mallett gets called for the offensive foul. Great job of moving the feet by Mobile on defense, causes the 11:56 left in this one. Mobile trying to upset the Crusaders. They were down by 19, now only down 6, 43-37. Still a long way to go in this one. Well, a completely opposite game than the Stillman game. We'll give you an update from that game in just a moment, but we'll do it after. Mobile comes out of the timeout with a beautifully run play on the offensive end, leads to a lay-in, and the lead is now 4. This is as close as it has been since 16-12. Back up and in. Oh, a great drive to the basket by Cameron Douglas. He gets the basket to go, and the foul. So a chance to complete the three-point play. Cam Douglas finally on the board, as he was scoreless up until that moment. But the foul call was on Mobile's right. That's his third. 2 quick fouls actually on him on the last couple of possessions. Free throw on the way and good. So just as quickly as Mobile had cut it to 4, as close as they had been since very early in the game, it is now back out to 7, 46-39 after the three-point play, old-fashioned three-point play by Cam Douglas. So in the front court, Mobile has the basketball, going to try to answer the Crusaders' score with one of their own. Driving it into the lane, but kicking it to the baseline, and now up on the glass, no good. Rebound, a miss off of Reykjavik, but the rebound goes right to Wright, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. So Tony Wright, the senior out of Mobile, Alabama, didn't have to drive too far to go to classes at the Mobile campus. First free throw, no good, off the back of the rim. Tech, where, as you know, sometimes those things pop right back in and sometimes they don't. So he's going to have to go over and get some saline solution, and Maurice Anderson checks back in. Both free throws off the mark, but Reykjavik has the rebound. A big missed rebound by the Crusaders. Back to Wright, right underneath. He's fouled again. Branden Sheppard fouls him this time. Watch out, that's Branden Sheppard's third. That's a player that the Crusaders simply cannot do without. And that actually puts the Mobile Rams in the bonus. First free throw on the way, no good. So Wright has missed 3 straight free throws on this possession. He'll try to go 1 for 4 here. 4th free throw of the possession does go in. 46-40 now the score. So 1 for 4 from the line goes Wright, and it is back to a 2-possession game. That foul, though, again on Sheppard was his third. That's big. And the foul also puts the Rams in the bonus for the rest of the game. We haven't even reached the halfway point of the second half. That could be big. That would be even bigger. A three-pointer on the way, no good by Sheppard. Leads to a transition opportunity for Mobile. Up on the glass and in. A scooping score by Tim Collins. It's back to a 4-point game. Again, that's ties as close as Mobile has been since the very early going in this game. Dalen Dotson, boy, he used a little bit of an elbow to clear some room. No call, though. Gets it to Cam. Cam throws it away. A turnover created by Mobile, and the Crusaders are trying to hang on to this 4-point lead, but Mobile just continues to climb closer and closer and closer. And now with the basketball, 10:05 left to go here from the Clinton Gymnasium. And any points on this possession make it a 1-possession game. Inside of 10 left to go. Clinton Gymnasium trying to call for some defense here. But it's a half-hearted effort, as this crowd thought this was going to be an easy ride in the first 8 to 10 minutes of the game. Oh, and a push-off by Tim Collins. Call against the Mobile bench. So now inbounding it are the Crusaders. And off of Adrian Williams. The pass was knocked away. Adrian Williams, when he went to save it, just rammed it off of Tim Collins' face. Again, that's one of those, he was just trying to, he did knock it off of Collins to save the possession, but unfortunately, boy, hit him in the face, and Collins had to shake that one off. Ouch. My nose doesn't feel good after that. And on the opposite end, Collins might have been a little frustrated with Adrian Williams. And as soon as Adrian got the basketball, he really went after him right there. But that foul puts the Crusaders now in the bonus. And Adrian Williams will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1s. So both teams are now over the limit. And we have a whole bunch of time left in this game. Free throw on the way and good, so he will get the bonus. 47-42, William Carey leads. Boy, points have just been hard to come by for the Crusaders for quite a while. That one's good. Crusaders scored 32 points in the first 12 minutes of the game. But now in nearly 20 minutes, they've scored half of that, just 16 more. Up to the rim and blocked away, as Tim Collins tried to challenge Branden Sheppard, but Sheppard underneath blocks it away. Remember, Sheppard's got 3 fouls. If Mobile could get a 4th foul on Branden Sheppard, that really could tip the scales in this basketball game, to be perfectly honest with you. Again, glad you're with us here on Super Talk Mississippi 97.3 FM. This has turned into quite the basketball game, as it didn't look like it was going to be that good, and they're only going. Inbound passes fought for, stolen by William Carey, but hang on. Whistle extended the 4-point lead to 6. Now a chance to double up that 4-point lead to 8 if Dalen can take advantage of these. Got to hit the first, though, to get the second. First one on the way, and he missed. So no bonus coming. So Mobile quickly back down the floor, and Dalen Dotson, boy, he was blown by right there by DJ Hill, and he just stuck his. And Mobile just will not wilt. William Carey doing everything they can to fight off this very difficult Rams team. Shot on the way, no good. So both teams exchange misses on the front end of 1-and-1s, and now William Carey has the basketball again with a 6-point lead. Rodney Mallett, who just checked in for Dotson. Again, remember, Dotson has 4 personal fouls, so he's in danger of being disqualified. Lito's going to take a 3. Everybody kind of left him alone, but his poor shooting night continues. Rodney Mallett, though, continues the possession with a great offensive rebound. Gets it inside to Marquez McGee. Oh, his shot on the rim, but tantalizing up there, but fell off the side, but he will get 2 free throws out of the deal. Now, this is a 2-shot foul, but that's the 9th team foul against Mobile. So from here moving forward, all shooting fouls for the Crusaders will be 2 shots. No more 1-and-1s to worry about. And Slim knocks down the first. So Marquez McGee now 2 of 3 from the line. That's his only 2 points. That foul was credited to Maurice Anderson. He now has 4 fouls. So foul trouble for both teams starting to creep into this basketball game. McGee misses the second, so a 1-for-2 trip gives the Crusaders a 7-point lead. 49-42 is the score. That ball, and leaving the basketball behind was DJ Hill. McCraney, outlet pass to Williams. Williams behind the back. Williams shoots and cannot score, but he's fouled. Oh, a nice job by McCraney after DJ Hill just left the basketball behind as he was dribble driving the baseline in the near side. McCraney got the loose ball, fired it up to Williams. Williams' free throw is good. His drive to the basket couldn't finish, but he gets 2 shots. Second free throw, also good. So the Crusaders doing it all at the line right now. It's been a while since we've seen a Crusader field goal made, but you know what? They count when they go in from the free throw line as well, and the Crusaders have gotten it back out to a 9-point spread at 51-42. Good defense by William Carey, as just Tim Collins had nowhere to go, and Mobile is going to call a timeout as all of a sudden, they're the number 8 team in the country, but right now Loyola, an 11-point lead with 5:47 to go. If the Crusaders can finish this off and Loyola can pull the upset, William Carey will be alone atop the SSAC, but still a lot of basketball left to be played in both of those games. William Carey has the basketball with a 9-point lead, 8 minutes left to go. They're in the front court. Mallett dribbling to the near side, going to be cut off, gives it back to Lito, top of the key. Lido back to Mallet, right wing. He'll fake. He'll get into the lane. Running one-hander off the back of the rim, no good. A little too strong, and the rebound goes to Mobile. A chance for the Crusaders to get it to double digits again, but now Mobile, again, won't go away, just won't. And now they're back trying to pull this thing back. Who knows? A long-range shot. Here it comes. Could pull it back to two-possession game, but off the back of the rim, no good. Tony right there again with another rebound, but he gives it up, and an errant pass goes into the hands of the Crusaders and tried to get the back. Well, Rodney Mallet did get the basketball to Lido Holloway, but Holloway just hasn't had it all night long, and he fumbled it away and out of bounds. So Mallet, it was a really nice pass, but Holloway took his eyes off of it just for that split second, and it caused him to bobble it out of bounds. Three-pointer quickly by Mobile at the other end won't go. Boy, baskets are hard to come by in this basketball game, but there's one. Off the miss, William Carey can't clear it, and into the hands of Mobile's Will Stanford. Stanford lays it up and in, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line to try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. If he does, it'll be back to a two-possession game. On the way, and good. 51-45, a couple of substitutions, one for each team, as Branden Sheppard quickly back into the game for William Carey. Devontae Sipling for Mobile. Crusaders having some trouble getting the basketball inbounds, but they are able to do so. And now Mallet will bring it up the floor with 7 minutes remaining. 51-45, the Crusaders do lead it, but a precarious lead at best. Again, what once was 19, Mobile has gotten it as close as 4. Mallet cut off, and he has to give it back up. Now Adrian Williams has it with 6 on the shot clock. Williams going to take a long-range jumper off the front of the rim, no good, and out of bounds. And it'll go to Mobile, and Rodney McCray is down as he and Adrian Williams diving for the loose ball. Coach Knight went in and took them both out, put in Vontae McDavid and Brandon Cranford. So we'll see how that affects William Carey with 6.5 to go. Only up 6. Mobile is fighting to the bitter end here, trying to climb all the way back up the mountain. Down 19 in the first half. They have scraped and scratched their way back to a two-possession ball game, trying to make it a one-possession game. A follow-away three-pointer by Tim Collins from 24 feet out. It is a three-point game. 51-48. The Crusaders going to try to answer the bell here. Mobile keeps giving it their best swing, and they are now one possession away from tying this thing up. McDavid, right wing, Lido for 3, and Lido Holloway. Finally something from outside goes for Holloway. Couldn't have come at a better time for William Carey. The lead is back out to 6, a little bit of elbow room for William Carey. 5:40 left to go. Out front dribbling Collins. He has it stolen. It's by Lido, and Lido jams it home, and he is fouled. Lido Holloway. I mean, maybe having his worst game in a Crusader uniform for 34.
Come see for yourself at Discount Pawn, located at 1007 South Main Street in Fettle. We have it at Discount Pawn. All right, stand by. And you're back.
Lido Holloway misses the free throw to try to complete the three-point play, but 5 huge points, stretching what was all the way down to just 3 points. The lead for William Carey back out to 8. 56-48. Mobile has the ball in the front court, trying to get back into this thing. Laying it up and in. Boy, that was a nice drive by Tim Collins. He scoops it up and in. 56-50. William Carey still up by 6 as we approach the 5-minute mark left. Lido Holloway was 1 for 9 from the field, 0 for 5 from three-point range before that two-possession successful three-pointer and the drive in the bucket for the jam. The baseline jumper hangs on the rim but won't fall for Branden Sheppard, and now Mobile, here we go again. A three-pointer would cut it back to one possession again, but the Crusaders cover the three-pointer, so Will Stanford drives it into the lane. He gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. foul was on Cranford, his second. 2 shots coming for Stanford. A chance to get it back to 4, but he misses the first. Cam Douglas will check in. Lito Holloway will check out. 4:33 remaining. The Crusaders trying to hang on and get their 5th conference victory of the season and stay undefeated in SSAC play. Stanford makes the second. The team they're tied with atop the conference is making a comeback themselves. Stillman is now pulled to within 7 of Loyola with 2:53 left to go. So both of these teams battling hard to try to stay undefeated in conference play. Douglas brings it into the front court, needs to give it up to somebody, and just gets it to Mallett. That was almost a 5-second turnover violation. 5-point lead in the basketball game for William Carey. 4:15 remaining. Mallett back out to Cranford. Boy, a lot of hand checking out the top of the key, and it's actually going to go against Mobile. Darius Curry gets called for the foul as he's trying to make his way through a screen set by Cam Douglas, and Douglas is going to get 2 free throws. Remember, all double bonus from here on in for both teams. Three dribbles of the basketball on the way and good. 57-51, William Carey leads it. Couple of substitutions for Mobile at the last moment before Douglas's second free throw. So Douglas will try to stretch this lead back out to 7. Second free throw on the way and good. So 2 big free throws by Cam. 58-51 now the score, 4:10 left. Mobile looking to, well, do what Mobile has done the entire game. Stay in it, keep it close, and they're giving themselves a chance to win it late. Three-pointer on the way, rims in and out, and the rebound goes to Sheppard. Good rebound by Branden Sheppard. Coach Knight wants them to run that offense up the floor, quickly moving up the floor to Mallett. Can't get it to go as he lays it off the glass and out. Here comes the Rams. Ball slapped by Cam, but back into the hands of the Rams. Wright makes a spin move, and it's out of bounds off of his own foot, they say. Thought maybe one of the Crusaders had poked it, but no. It's off of Tony Wright's right foot. 58-51, 3:35 left. Crusaders take it inbounds. Again, Mobile has done this for much of the game now. They deny on the inbound, try to get the turnover, but when they don't, they call off the dogs quickly and send the defense backwards. So Dalen Dotson, who's got 4 fouls, is checked back in to run the offense with just under 3.5 left to go. Dotson has it left wing, back out front to Cam. Cam guarded closely out there, and, a foul. Boy, Darius Curry can't believe he got called for that foul, and I semi-agree with him. That's his 3rd personal foul, but remember, these fouls are important. They're 2 free throws apiece, and the Crusaders might have gotten a little bit of a break right there. 2 free throws coming for Cam Douglas. They'll gladly take the whistle. First free throw on the way and good. And Stillman has come all the way back, down 2 with less than a minute to go. Boy, what a game that's going on down in Loyola of New Orleans. Second free throw is good. Sat up there for about 3 hops. Timeout called by Coach Steve Knight, and he wants a full timeout. So when we come back, we'll keep you up to date on both games. Conference all by themselves. But first things first, Mobile that just won't go away. The Rams, just like a Ram. They're stubborn and won't stop. Trying to cut this thing down from 9. Inside, running one-hander, won't go, and the Crusaders clear the rebound. So now a chance to stretch this thing to double digits possibly for William Carey inside of 3 minutes left. Adrian Williams, what a good sign that is, who went out with an injury a moment ago, is back on the floor for William Carey. Cranford, a wild shot. No good, but somehow the ball gets back into the hands of the Crusaders. Still 10 on the shot clock. Cranford shot never hit the rim. Sheppard has it, 5, now 3. Dotson going to go to work. His ball's knocked away, and ooh, boy, 1 second. The home clock operator with the quick trigger, stopping that from being a shot clock violation, but the Crusaders are going to have to catch and shoot this with 1 on the shot clock as it's out of bounds against Mobile. Inbound play to Dotson. His shot is blocked, and that's a shot clock violation, but there's nothing he could do. He took the ball from about 17 feet out on the wing and tried to fire it up, but good defense by Mobile. The only good news about that possession is it took 30 full seconds off the clock. There's only 2:22 now left to go. So Mobile needs a basket badly on this possession. William Carey, of course, would love to get a stop right here and really kind of take a big step forward in securing this victory. Oh, and there is an offensive foul. Great defense by Cam Douglas. As Darius Curry tried to go to work on Cam, Cam just shot up 9. 2:09 left, and Mallett will take it out from the backcourt. Gets it into Cranford, quickly up the floor to Adrian Williams. Adrian Williams going to take it to the glass. He won't make it, but guess who? Branden Sheppard. That's about the 3rd or 4th time tonight. He's been right in the right spot on a putback. He gets that one to go, and the Crusaders are back up double digits. It's been a while since they've been up 11 or 10 or more, I should say. They're up 11 right here. 62-51 inside of 2 minutes left to go. Mobile now in desperation mode on offense. 1:40 left to go as the Crusaders playing hard defense. Nothing there for Mobile to take. They'll back it off. Take a fall-away 3. Off the mark, no good. Ball fought for. Mobile has the offensive board, saves the possession. 3-pointer off the left wing, off the mark, no good. Branden Sheppard clears the rebound, and now with less than 90 seconds to go, the Crusaders are almost there. 62-51 with the basketball, 1:20, and Mallett, with nobody fouling him, is just going to dribble it out front and let some clock run. Good move by the point guard for William Carey. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 1:09 left to go in the game. Now he'll go to work with 7, and with 5, he'll dribble, he'll drive, he'll shoot, he'll score off the glass and in, and that'll probably do it. William Carey now up 64-51 with less than a minute to go. Inside on the rim and in, and Mobile will call a timeout. 52 seconds left, though. William Carey is up 11 and about to put away their 9th win of the season. And we'll have the nightlight segment. Where some people have highlights, we've got nightlights. And Coach Steve Knight will be with us and give his thoughts on tonight's game, which looks like it's going to be a win. Tried to do an alley-oop on the inbound pass to Sheppard. He couldn't get it to go, but the ball goes out of at the line, shooting 2, as the Crusaders have this one in hand. Free throw on the way and good. It's now a 12-point lead. I tell you what, it might end up being a double-digit victory for William Carey, but it was anything but. Mobile fought tooth and nail, got it back down to a 3-point game after trailing by as many as 19, but couldn't get any closer, and William Carey is going to survive. Shot up on the glass, won't go. Tony Wright can't get the putback. Adrian Williams has it for William Carey. He stops in the backcourt, brings it across the timeline, and with 25 seconds left, William Carey, well, Adrian Williams threw it away. But now Cam Douglas has it as Mobile throws it away. So both teams throwing it away. Cranford actually going to take it to the rim and lay it up and in. 68-53 the score. Mobile brings it back up the floor. Stanford going to drive. He's going to shoot and score. 10.5 seconds left, but this is just cosmetic. 68-55 looks like it's going to be our final score. Adrian Williams brings it across the half-court line as the clock runs down to 2 and to 1, and that is that. So William Carey in a very hard-fought win.